So what's going on, programmers? In today's tutorial, we're going to be looking at Python modules. Now, there's a basic thing we know in programming is that you should not repeat yourself. So dry, you have to run your code to be dry, which means what? Don't repeat yourself. So let's go ahead and type that out. Dry meaning don't repeat yourself. Now, there are a lot of things you can do with the Python programming languages, ranging from web design, game development, AI stuff, and all those things. But you normally don't have to build it from scratch. You have to use someone's module most of the time to run things such as arranging arrays, your website hosting, and so on. So modules actually help us to achieve that. Now there are a ranging list of modules in Python, which as today we're going to be looking at some of those modules that are present in the standard library of the Python programming language. Now, starting up, I'm going to show you a module that is called the math module. Now, if you want to import a module in Python, the basic way you can do that is by using the keyword import. So you write the keyword import and then you type the name of the module. So I just imported the module math, which means we have just called this math class to be able to be run in our current Python file. Now, once we go below here, how do we use this module? Because we just imported the module to our program. For example, I want to get the square root of a number. Now there's a function in the maths module which is square root, which allows us to find the square root of a particular number. Now to be able to access that square root, we can just go ahead and say a is equal to maths.sqrt, and then we'll give that particular number, and then we're going to print a. So simply what we've just done, we just assigned the variable a to maths.sqrt, and this sqrt is a function in the maths module, and it's taking a number, and for our case we're giving 9. And once you try to print a, you can see we're having what? 3.0, which is actually the square root. Now if you try to do that manually, you have to go and define a function, say sqrt, that's going to accept x, and then you have to implement your function, which is going to take a lot of time and effort. And since that is already built out for us, it is simply going to be easily accessible to us. Now there are a bunch of others you can say. You can say maths.factorial, and then you can say 6, and once we run that, let's go ahead and print a, and then we'll go ahead and print b. And once we run this code, you're going to see that right now we're having 3 and 720, and 720 is actually the factorial of 6, which is 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. And you see that's actually correct. Now there are different ways to import in Python. You can go ahead and say from math import sqrt. Now bear in mind that we can import this maths because it's part of the standard library. If you want to use maybe a web development framework, an artificial intelligence framework, or machine learning framework, you have to learn how to install the package. I'm going to be putting out the video soon on how to install modules. Now as we have this from math import sqrt, we're telling this this module we are importing just the sqrt function, so we can just go ahead and say a is equal to math.sqrt instead of, okay, a is equal to sqrt because we just imported the sqrt function alone. So I'm going to go ahead and comment out on this b and comment out on the print function. So once I run this, it should print the value of a. Okay, so once we run this program, you can see a is 3.0. Now if I want to import multiple functions, I can say sqrt comma factorial, which imports the sqrt function and the factorial function in Python. Now I can leave this b here. Why you can go ahead and import individual functions is to avoid importing everything from that particular module. So you just import the things you need to avoid wasting of resources, because once you start your program up, it's going to load in all the resources you need, which is going to include all of these functions. So you have to specify them most of the time if you know the particular functions that you need from a particular module. So once I run this code, you're going to go ahead and see that it's they say name math is not defined, so we have to change this to just factorial, not maths.factorial. And once I run this code, you're going to see that we get our outputs nicely outputted to the screen. Now if you want to import everything from the math module, you can say from math import star, which means import everything from the math module. And if I run this code, I believe we should still be able to get away with the same result. Now there are different modules in Python. I'm going to clear out on this. You can see import random, And this random program, there's a lot of things you can do with the random stuff. For example, I have a list here. My list is a list of numbers, say 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go here and I say choice is equals to random dot choice, which is a function in the random module. So once I open it, you can see it's requesting for a sequence, and I'm going to give it a list as our sequence, and then I'm going to go ahead and print choice. Now I'm going to put this in a loop so you can see. See, let's say for I in range, say 10, we're just going to print out the choice. So you're going to see that every time it's going to get a different choice, and from this list of numbers. Okay, so once I run this code, you're going to see that we get 412 4125. Okay, so you see that it's actually printing out random numbers. Okay, so that is another should I say module in Python. We can also look at another module, say import, let's say datetime, I believe datetime. Okay, or you can say from datetime import date. Okay, so I can say now is equal to datetime dot now, or should I say date dot today. Okay, date dot today. Okay, so I can go ahead and say print. Now if you notice, once we have this date, you can go ahead and just put the dot, wait for some seconds. You should be able to bring up options. Okay, that's not happening, but normally that should work. So we just say date dot today, and let me run this code and see. Okay, I believe I should put parentheses or something. Okay, so you see the date.today is a function which gives us the date of today. I can see this is June 11th 2021, which is actually correct. So you can see how this can be helpful when you're writing the program. Instead of hard coding it, you can easily import one of the standard library in Python, and you can actually get more out of it. So this is basically how to access modules in Python. And if you want to write your own modules, all you have to do is to create a new Python file and define your classes, define your functions. And once you want to import it, you can just go ahead and use the import keyword, say import your particular module, or you can say import my module. So you have to just go ahead and create a new file which is called mymodule.py. Okay, and then all you have to do is import it on a different place and make use of it. So you can write a particular class and reuse it for a number of different applications. So for that class is usable. So this actually makes you not to repeat yourself when programming. You do the dry format, which is don't repeat yourself while programming, and this will help you out as a programmer. Now if you enjoy these videos, I would recommend you leave a like and a sub to this channel, because I see only 2% of you, yes, 2% of you are subscribed to this channel currently, and that is not impressive. Okay, so if you love this channel, you love my content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave a comment, leave a like. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section. I'll try my best to answer all the questions. Now if that's the easy way to support this channel. Now if you want to gain more out of this channel, I actually set up a community base where we can have to talk with each other, and you have to pay for it. Okay, now if you can't afford any of these tiers, that is fine. I'll still be leaving free content on my channel. Now for the first tier, it's going to be a beginner programmer, which is $3 per month. So once you pay $3 per month, you can get Patreon only updates, and you're going to be able to chat in the community. Now the intermediate programmer, you're going to be paying $10. If you're on this tier, you get early access to any content I post. So I might post a video 3 days earlier on the Patreon page, and you'll be able to get access to that directly. Now a bonus for you is the $25 tier here, where you would be getting early access to videos, and you can directly ask for videos, and those videos would 100% be made. So a tutorial on any topic in Python or your C Sharp, and we're going to be making a great tutorial on it and posting it on this channel, and you can see your videos go live. Now if you're donating the $50, you're as good as Victor. So the master coder, you're going to get all attention. Okay, And once you subscribe to the master coder level, you get direct access to Code with Vic. That's you get direct access to me. You can chat with me, you can video call me. I'm going to be your personal trainer. I'm going to put you through. These are no fake promises, okay? I'm going to actually be putting you through whatever issues you're having in Python, making videos for you, keeping coach and advices, and that will be what you get out of this $50. So definitely, if you can't afford any of these and you don't want to support the channel, that is great. You will still be getting free content from me, but I believe if you support me, I'll be able to put more time into this channel and to see the channel grow from where it is to actually helping and reaching out to more people with time. And I believe that is the goal of this channel. Now, thank you for watching this video. Sorry for talking too much, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys.